Hello, I'm Gabe Ortiz, and this is WEDU ArtsPlus. An annual outdoor art exhibit uses art to encourage students to celebrate individuality. The theme for this year's Embracing Our Differences exhibit is Enriching Lives Through Diversity. Find out how students interpret the exhibit.
Art is a catalyst for conversation. The minute you walk in the park or a kid walks in and looks at an image, they start talking about what they see. And from that, the discussions begin.
It doesn't matter what language you speak, what color of skin you have.
Yeah, definitely. They're all working together.
Some don't even have any arms.
The simple message is we're just trying to teach people how to play nice in the sandbox.
This says, robots need friends too.
The more sophisticated message is diversity is something that has great value to a community. If communities are going to grow and prosper, diversity is an essential element to it.
Everybody is allowed to have love and allowed to share it.
Embracing Our Differences is an amazing organization that supports Sarasota County Schools in a number of ways. It's not really a month or a 2-month exhibit. They really do a phenomenal job of working with all of our schools and community organizations to help the conversation go on all year long.
It doesn't matter what's on the outside, it matters what's on the inside.
It's a repetitive process. This isn't just a single visit to a park. There's an entire process that goes on throughout the year. We work with art teachers. We do a 2-day art teacher retreat in partnership with Ringling College for about 30 to 35 art teachers every year. We bring them in and kind of work with them, give them the resources and the opportunity to explore their own inner creativity, and then how to share that with their kids to produce the artwork that we see here.
What you are, it does not matter because you both can be friends and you can hug each other as much as you want.
All right, that's
like
good.
I do with you.
Embracing Our Differences provides an open forum for students to discuss different abilities and to talk about what makes a community work.
Did you see that one with glasses? I have glasses. I don't care.
I have glasses too.
Everybody here likes me. I don't care.
And everybody here likes me, and I have glasses too. So the differences bring them together, right?
Yeah.
The largest educational message really is about accepting the kids in our community and accepting people regardless of their abilities. When we look in our classrooms, when we look in our community, all kinds of people have different kinds of abilities, and it's important that children recognize those abilities and are able to work with other people.
One has one leg and one of them is in a wheelchair.
So does that represent any disabilities?
We have a very, very strong relationship with Sarasota and Manatee County Schools. The school boards, the superintendents, the teachers, we couldn't do it without them. And most of what you see here is really focused on teaching the young kids, K through 12.
I like Embracing Our Differences because it talks about our differences in all of our religions, and it encourages you to be different.
About 65% of the artwork that we get comes from school kids, and personally, I think it's the best. It's the ones that have the best message, and by involving the school kids year after year after year, constantly putting it into them, throughout their daily learning activities throughout the year, their goal is by the time they graduate, maybe they'll have picked up the message.
If you're a different color, it doesn't mean you can't play together.
Most of our budget goes towards their education program, which is one of the largest in Southwest Florida. The money to pay for it comes from all the names that are on this panel right here. We have an incredible amount of support from the community. Everybody from the city of Sarasota, the city of Bradenton, all the way to the people who give $5 at a time to us. A couple of years ago, I was kind of moved. We got a $5 contribution from a young man who lives in India on the internet. So it's a very grassroots type of funded operation.
The biggest lesson that I'm going to go home with is that you have to be yourself. Don't let anyone else get in the way.
art really is a way for people to open up and start talking.
They're all very different, but they're all working together and playing in a band together.
It doesn't matter what you look like because everyone is the same, because everyone's human.
So would you guys say that maybe we have to embrace our differences?
Those two are the same still, because they're both the same thing.
They're the same on the
they should
inside.
We had 6,079 submissions from 52 countries and 44 states, 126 schools around the world. We post the call to artists on the internet. We circulate it through the school districts here in Manatee County. It shows up over over a year's period. We'll be posting the call to artists for 2015 in a couple of weeks. Every year we try and improve and modernize the process, and for the first time artists will be able to submit their art from around the world. As I said, with 52 countries submitting art from places like Iran. For example, last year we got more submissions from Iran than we did any other country except for the United States, which was a big surprise to us.
It doesn't matter who they are all are just friends and they want to have fun. Right.
If people are different colors, you could still love each other.
I learned that we're all allowed to be friends too. Even though you're different, you can still be friends.
We want the community to recognize the value that diversity brings to the community on every single level. It brings creativity, it brings new thought, it brings new opportunities. And communities like towns and cities, they don't stand still. They either grow or they decline. And we truly believe that our community, whether it be Sarasota, whether it be Bradenton, Southwest Florida, that the future is in recognizing the value of diversity and then tapping into the resources that come from that.
To learn more, visit embracingourdifferences.org.